What's up, y'all? So I just wanted to drop a quick video on creating trading view indicators, right? Because it's something that everybody can do. And I know that sounds far-fetched, but the truth is you can create a trading view indicator. Um, with as long as you have a computer, right? And if you're trading, I know you got a computer, right? So if you got a computer, or I shouldn't even say computer, but if you have access to the internet, you can create a trading view indicator. So, I know a lot of folks are interested in bots and things of that nature. Me personally, I do use some indicators in my trading, but I do find that the best case scenario, I am involved in my trades. Um, but nevertheless, this is about being able to create um, your own indicator. So let's just get right into it. So I'm sure by now everybody has heard of ChatGPT. So that's what we're going to be using today. So you can create your own indicators using ChatGPT. So essentially, when you want to create an indicator in TradingView, right? You'll come over here to the Pine editor, and so here is where you would put your code or your script. So right now there's nothing there, right? And of course, if you don't know how to do this, how would you do it? That's where OpenAI comes in. So essentially, you can, if you've never used it, I feel like everybody by now really knows about ChatGPT, but if you haven't used it before, you can come over here to openai.com, and this is where you can learn more about it. But if you're ready to get started, you can just try ChatGPT, create your account. You can log in with your Google or whatever the case may be. It is free. They do have paid options, which I do use a paid option. But essentially that's just going to get you access to the latest and greatest, right? So you can get by with everything you need. You can do with the free version for what we're talking about today. Definitely. So essentially you'll want to go over there and create yourself an account. And I'm just going to show you how quick you can throw something together, right? So once you have an account, so it'll look like this. You have this little chat window. And so I'm just going to lead off with telling, you talk to it like it's a person, right? So ChatGPT is here for any and everything, right? So you could just have a conversation with it. Maybe you have an idea. Maybe you're trying to create content, whatever the case may be. You can use ChatGPT to really pretty much just increase your productivity. But today we're using it to create indicators. So go in there. Hey, I want to create a trading view indicator. Can you help me? And I'm just going to say it's Pine script because, we know that's what it is. But just in case, we'll just say it. It should know. Matter of fact, we're not even going to say it. We're just going to say, can you help me? And let's say, what language is it? It should know. All right. It says, so I can help you with that. TradingView indicators are created using PineScript. PineScript is a domain-specific language specifically designed for writing custom technical analysis indicators and strategies on TradingView. Do you have a specific indicator in mind that you like to create, or are you looking for some general guidance to get started with PineScript? Right. So you really can help this teach you how to do it yourself if you wanted to, right? But if you just want to come in here, you want something quick and dirty done. I mean, this thing can get really it can write whatever. It really can. But I will say that just like anything else, you gotta watch over it. You're gonna have to test it, whatever the case may be. So let's ask it for something very simple. Can you create me a moving average crossover indicator and give me buy and sell signals on the crosses? Let's use two significant. So I'm not even going to tell it what moving average to use. I'm just saying let's use two significant moving averages. Make them EMA. So let's make them exponential. So let's see. So it says, absolutely, I can help with that. And look, Not even a minute later, it's done with the program, guys. It's done with the program. And then it even tells us how we can use it. So to use this code, open TradingView, go to the Pine editor, copy and paste the code into the editor, click add to chart to apply it to your chart. And then it tells you what it includes. So it's got 2 input fields. So that means that we'll be able to tell it, which moving averages we want it to use. It looks like by default, they're using the 8 and 21 from looking at the code. It's using 8 and 21 by default. But essentially, they'll be filled so we can change it to whatever we want it to be, right? And then they'll do a calculation to plot those fast and slow EMAs. And then buy and sell signals will also be plotted on the chart and alert conditions. So if you want to receive notifications, you can receive notifications. And maybe, think about it like this. Maybe you have, a strategy together and you need something extra to give you a signal so you can actually go and look and analyze the market. This might be something great for you. Might not. Who knows? But at least you'll have the information now. So we can take this, right? So we can copy this. And now I'm going to go back to the charts. Let's see. Where did my other window go? All right. So we go back to the charts. We've got the script up. So again, at the very bottom of the screen, you'll see this where it says, let me pull this up a little bit. Let me pull this up a little bit so you can see it. So at the bottom, you'll see it says Pine Editor. That's what you're going to click. So when you click Pine Editor, that's going to bring this up. So now we'll simply take that script that ChatGPT created us and we'll paste it in here. There it is. And so now what I can do is just say, I want to add it to my chart. All right, it even named it. So now it's on the chart, right? So at this point, if we look at the details, so if we go to the settings here. So on the settings, you see here are the inputs. So right now it's using 8 and 21. I could change this to be whatever I want it to be, right? You could change the colors. So it's got all the different settings in here for you to change as you feel is necessary or fit for yourself. But for now, we're going to leave it like it wrote it up. So if you look right now, we're on a daily, but let's just drop down. I mean, well, heck, we can look at the daily. Look at this. So the moving average cross, we got the sell. Cross, we got the buy. I mean, hey, this ain't too bad if you can wait this long, right? Look, cross, buy, take that entry. Sell, take that entry. This is on a daily. So, a lot of times on the daily, your things are gonna line up a lot better if you can wait all this time. Sell, take this entry. Right? Go to 1 hour, you'll see the same thing. Matter of fact, let me close that back down. Right? So you got the cross, take this entry. Buy, take this entry. So just that quickly, we asked ChatGPT to create us an indicator. It spit it out. It's got signals on it. We also can have notifications. And if we didn't like this, we could change it. Let's say that you wanted 3 moving averages. You could say, hey, can you add me 1 more moving average? Maybe there's other indicators that you want to use with it as well. Maybe you want to use volume, and maybe you want to use RSI. Like, okay, only give me the signals for buy if the RSI is down near the 30. Who knows? Point I'm making is whatever your heart desires, you can go and ask ChatGPT. Of course, make sure you test it out. It will sometimes get things wrong. And let's say that your program, for example, didn't compile. So you could come in here and it doesn't compile. You get some kind of error message. You could tell ChatGPT what the error message is and it'll find its error and fix itself. But what this allows is for you to quickly put things together on your own. Of course, if this isn't your thing, and you want somebody that's an expert to do it, hey, by all means do that. But you see how quickly you can kick something out. Now, another thing I want to show is, for example, if you go to the indicators, right, and you hover on the side here, you'll see if it shows these brackets, the source code, that means that you can actually access source code. So you see some of these you can't access. But let's for example, let's click this one. If I click that, it's going to show me the source code for that indicator. So let's say that you have an indicator that you really love, but it's just missing something. But they have the source code there for you. So you can take that indicator, and in this case, it says the script is read-only, to edit its code, create a working copy. So, okay, yeah, I want to create a working copy. So we create the working copy. This is that exact code. So what I can do, because of course, if you don't know how to read this, right, what would you do? You know what I mean? You probably could figure it out. It's pretty much in plain English. You know, once it's there, it's kind of there. But you could take this and just copy the whole thing. You can copy the whole thing and go paste into your ChatGPT. And let's say, hey, I have this indicator someone wrote that I really like, but I want to make some improvements to it. Here's the indicator. Can you help me make some updates? And so I'm pasting the indicator in there, the code anyway. Mind you, if I knew what the issues were, which of course I'm not using this indicator, so I don't really know what I would want to fix for it. But if I did know what I wanted to fix for it, then I would tell it exactly what that is. So for now, I just dropped it in here so I can just show you what's possible. So I said, and they said, of course, I can help with making updates. Please let me know what specific improvements or changes you would like to make. Some common improvements might include adding new features, modifying existing ones, optimizing the code, or enhancing the visuals. Let me know your requirements and we can get started. I don't know. I'm going to ask it, what do you think would be a good update? Now, again, if you already know there's something missing and you want to add it, you could. But in this case, I'm just showing you some of the things that you'd be able to do. So here are some of the suggestions that it says that you can use to improve this indicator. So more color options, line styles, changing the variables. It says use fewer global variables where possible and leverage functions. Okay. Customize the alert messages, alert types. Add option to display historical levels for better context. That sounds nice. Add more time frames. Documentation, trend analysis. So it says integrate trend analysis to provide context on whether the current BOS or MSS aligns with the overall trend. So that's something that you could do, right? Add options to highlight when it's in the direction of the trend. So maybe this will be a good one, you know? Maybe, hey, can you add me some kind of trend analysis to this? And you simply would just write that and tell ChatGPT that, and it's going to spit out something. If you have something specific you want it to do, you've got to tell it that. But I don't want to get too much further into it. I really just want to show you what is possible. So again, you can create your free account over here at ChatGPT. And you can really just talk to it like a person, you know, like your personal assistant, your own private coder, and ask it specific things, you know, specific criteria for whatever indicator you may want. You can take that and plug that in over here at TradingView, and you'll have your own indicators just like that, guys, like in the blink of an eye. Literally, it didn't even take a minute for it to write that. Of course, if it's more complicated, it's going to take longer, but for the most part, it's pretty quick. It's a computer. So anyway, I hope that was helpful for you. And if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on Instagram at MyMindTurismo, TikTok MindTurismo. You can write me here in the comments. You also can, you know, reach out to me directly through email. So I hope that helped everybody, and I will talk to you all later.